Cutting for Stone by Abraham Verghese is a novel loaded with themes that will change your perspective on so many things, but the most pervasive is the theme of courage, which the reader can learn a lot from. This is because so many terrifying situations occur, all the characters need courage to get through their hectic lives, which teaches the reader that courage allows you to do things that you never thought possible. Whether it be in speaking up to authority or doing a heroic act, courage can get you through most situations. We first see courage in Hamilton when we find out Sister Mary was pregnant. Emma is a courageous woman who takes care in the operating room when she realizes that Thomas Stone was trying to kill the twins. Emma was very brave for speaking up to Thomas and removing him from the hostile environment. This teaches the reader that in an uncontrolled situation, it is acceptable to speak up to authority. She took charge, got the twins out, and separated them, all while knowing that her fellow worker and friend was most likely going to die. On top of doing all that, she tried to force Mary and Shiva upon Dr. Stone, but when she realized that he would not comply, she took them in as her own. Even though this is a scary situation, she had to do what was right. That's what courage is. Courage is the ability to speak or act in a situation that is challenging or scary to you. Verghese definitely gets his point across on courage with the two main characters, who are undoubtedly the most courageous characters in the book. Unlike Himmatha, that teaches us vocal courage, Marion and Shiva teach us physical courage. When the military officer came to take Zumai's bike, which he had no right to do, he threatened the well-being of Marion's family, and Marion would not put up with that. Marion first showed courage by playing along and acting like he was helping the man, but behind his helpful expressions he was creating a mischievous plan. He shows the reader that even when afraid, you can hide the fear. Once he gets the man going down the hill, he tells him to floor it, knowing that the bend in the road was coming up. The outcome was that he hit the curb and was dislodged from his bike. He was severely hurt, but that wasn't enough. Once Marion got the chance, he shot the officer. Though this is a very severe case, it teaches the reader that even though it takes a lot of courage, you have the right to defend yourself and others when you're put in harm's way. Like Hema, Shiva also begins to show vocal courage. When the officer comes to find his brother, Shiva acts like nothing happened. When the officer asked what his brother and the motorcycle, Shiva said, "Why? What happened? What happened to the motorcycle?" Not only did he speak up to authority, but he lied to him. Although this can be taken negative, it is still a courage, and the reader is taught that sometimes things are best left unsaid, which is shown again when Marion doesn't tell anyone about Gauch's cancer. Once Shiva learns verbal courage, he too learns physical courage. When Marion gets sick because of medicine, drinking, and hepatitis B, Marion must get a new liver. Shiva realizes that he's his brother's only hope for survival, so he insists that they take part of his. This took courage on his hands and the doctors, and because the surgery he had never done. The surgery was successful at first, which taught the reader that even though it takes a lot of risk involved, with some courage the outcome can be rewarding. But later, when Shiva dies from a blood clot in the head that was provoked by the surgery, we learn that courage can lead to sacrifice, which is the most courageous thing that anyone can do.